We
They're
have
both
Beta Ray
my
Bill.
picks.
Yep. Beta Ray Bill versus Black Knight.
I have no idea which way these are seeded. I think I do, but
I mean, Beta Ray Bill is comparable to 4, therefore he is number 1.
yeah.
Black Knight is purely number 8 because, like I said, I did no research for my seedings. Therefore,
In before he's like fucking god, god tier. We've just
he
screwed
got
the whole
dubbed as
bracket.
Yep.
This is a good point because if Black Knight is our eighth seed, I don't know what I'd like, and if we like, there's an environmental advantage.
I'm working on it, bro. I'm working on it.
Okay, good, because I have no clue.
In future weeks, I will work out the advantage beforehand. This week has been extra chalked. Powers and skills, intelligence, leadership, tactician. You know what? There's one really obvious buff here, but it's too OP. So the obvious buff was, at one point he was in contact with the Phoenix Force, but you can't be giving someone the Phoenix Force. That's fuck. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say yes, he's bloodlusted, but he retains his intelligence. So he's bloodlusted in the sense of he's out to kill, but he's not so bloodlusted that he's just running around like a dickhead.
Okay, I was gonna. There's one thing I'm reading here.
Okay.
He apparently once employed an atomic steed that usually is used by the high evolutionaries knights. Whether we want to give him a horse.
Steed. What, for movement?
Well, just someone.
I mean, you know what?
A knight on a horse is stronger than just a knight on his.
He can have both because Beta Ray Bill's pretty OP.
Okay, I don't even know what the atomic steed does.
I mean, it's a horse that sounds pretty strong.
Yeah, it's probably a robotic horse, right?
People watching this getting grumpy right now. We're normally very professional. Give us a break. I'm looking. Atomic Steed. It looks like a bike.
It looks like a flying bike. So, I mean, it increases his movement speed, right?
Yeah, it's just a flying bike. Yeah, cool, he can have it. I'm not even sure if it helps.
I don't know either. I just read it on the wiki and I was like, sounds like an
Beta Ray
advantage.
Bill, as far as I know,
it's pretty fucking wham.
Is basically just a Thor-bat animal.
Yeah. I don't know if he has any additional. Not as far as I know.
Oh, apparently he's part cyborg. That's interesting. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I'm just gonna. He's Thor, but he can't summon lightning. It's basically that. He uses Stormbreaker in the comics. Not.
Yes, he does.
Thor doesn't use Stormbreaker. Beta Ray Bill was supposed to kill Thor before becoming a good guy. And that's why he had Stormbreaker, because it was supposed to break the storm, i.e. Thor. Fun fact. I mean, it's Beta Ray Bill. It just is. This is a god level being fighting a human who's got a sword that imbues a bit of power on a flying bike.
Yeah. I'm more
and you know what? I'm more than happy for the comments to cook me alive here. I've never claimed to be a fucking all-seeing, all-knowing Marvel expert. I know a bit about a lot of characters. I know a lot about a smaller subset of characters. There is nothing I know about these characters that would lead me to believe that Black Knight, although he'd fight valiantly and wouldn't be embarrassed, Beta Ray Bill's just god tier, literally.
My only thought, which I'm pretty sure I know, you might also know, is my only thought would be like, what can the Ebony Blade do to... Is it power, like, is it special enough that it can hurt him, or is it only good on like vampires and weird dead things? I can't, because that's like the Black Knight's main thing, right? He has the Ebony Blade, which is like a powerful ancient sword, but in terms of powerful versus humans and vampires, yeah, sure, but versus Beta Ray Bill, it's a different sort of thing.
On his fandom wiki, it says former powers was the Phoenix Force, which obviously he doesn't have in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Abilities, intelligence, and swordsmanship. I don't think the Ebony Blade is particularly special.
Okay. It might just be special against vampires.
I am double checking to confirm this. Bear with. Properties. Okay, it has some powers. Deflects lots of magical attacks, can cut through any substance except other enhanced weapons, so it's not going to stop Stormbreaker.
No. But it could hurt him a little bit at least.
Yeah, no, it's gonna hurt if he catches him. The blade and its wielder are linked. That's fine, which means Dane has really good control over it.
Yep.
Merlin's enchanted the blade so the wielder can be injured but not killed. Don't think that matters. Okay. I mean, on the flip side of that, according to Merlin, the link between the blade and the wielder means the evil acts committed by the wielder contain the blade. If used to spill too much blood in evil acts, it will begin to crave blood and will induce the wielder to kill even more.
Yeah, so it's just a slightly more... It's just a special sword.
It's a pretty fucking strong sword.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's Beta Ray Bill. I think... Yeah. What that tells us is, I think the Black Knight will get some damage done. He will actually, like, cut Beta Ray Bill and be able to actually do some damage to him and not just be bouncing a sword off of him and not doing anything. Mm-hmm. I don't think there is any... There is no situation where the Black Knight outfights Beta Ray Bill's stamina, strength, movement,
durability.
Like, sure, Black Knight, we're giving him a flying bike, he can fly around. Beta Ray Bill can just
actually fly.
Yeah, so it just helps even that.
One seed versus the A seed, even with the advantage, I didn't expect it to be particularly close.
Yeah, unless we gave the 8th seed something too broken. So
the only way we win him here is if we would have given him the Phoenix Force, but that is too large a buff.
Yeah. So I think unfortunately,
start giving people the Phoenix Force, we may as well just let the Flash in.
True. I think unfortunately, the Black Knight does better than your average knight, but yeah, it's Beta Ray Bill. Unfortunately, he's not gonna outmatch Beta Ray Bill.
Exactly.
Put him against Dracula, no problem.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Anyone who's not like God tier, he's gonna have a good chance because he's a really talented fighter and the sword buffs him in all the good ways.
Yeah, he's not gonna just get smacked down instantly. Like he'll put up a fight, but 100%. He ain't gonna outlast him.
Yeah, Beta Ray Bill just too good. Like he's a legitimately fucking tank.
Yeah, he's gonna outlast him in every aspect of the fight. So I think that's pretty clean and cut on who progresses there. As we said, 1st seed versus 8th seed. And it happened in the last bracket. The first few rounds of every group are going to be more of a heavy one-sided fight. Unless one of them where the lower seed has a buff that we can give them that substantially makes it more even without making them too strong.
Yep. That's it. There we go. We got our first winner of our new bracket.
Yes.
So the way it will go through is, whereas before I made the entire bracket and people played as they went on, in each group, everyone is obviously seeded 1 to 8. Depending on who wins, highest seed gets matched with lowest seed, and that continues.
Yep.
So Beta Ray Bill being the 1 seed, when we get back round to him, will go up against
whoever's the
lowest remaining seed.
Yes. And if you haven't worked out, this first group is Marvel Heroes.
See.
So we know 3 others.
Yeah.
We've announced 3 others in
the others
this
known
group.
in this group are Scott Lang's Ant-Man, Miles Morales, and Daredevil.
Yes.
One of whom you will be seeing next week.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.